When did a joke ruin your relationship? We were drunk on vodka, play fighting on the couch when I pinched the fat on his cheeks and we both laughed. Ah, your little baby face is so cute when you try to look tough, I giggled, wondering if it was too much, but he always made jokes about my chipmunk cheeks, so I just kissed him and we moved on to watching movies. The next morning, my boyfriend Ryan, who'd never cared about his appearance before, was researching how to get a more masculine face. At first I felt bad, thinking my drunk comment about his baby face had gotten to him, but after 2 weeks of watching him do facial exercises, I figured it was for the better anyway. He was taking care of himself and had lost weight. I kept telling him how handsome he was looking with his new grooming routine. He seemed happy, but then he started doing more. Within a couple months, Ryan's entire life revolved around facial structure and weight loss. He'd wake up at 4 a.m. to do jaw exercises before work, spend lunch breaks mewing with his tongue pressed against the roof of his mouth, then spend his whole evening doing facial massages and workouts. He refused to eat anything but bone broth and raw vegetables. I'd watch him clench his jaw until it cramped, hold his tongue position until he couldn't speak, chew special gum for hours until his face ached. He started following male models on Instagram, comparing his jawline to theirs, asking if I'd find him more attractive when he got that chiseled look, not if when. Things got infinitely worse when he told me he'd started taking fat burners and metabolism boosters. His face hollowed out, but so did his obsession. None of his clothes fit anymore. They hung off his shrinking frame like curtains. I'd wake at 3 a.m. to find him in the bathroom, measuring his face with calipers, tracking every millimeter. Fearing for his well-being, I gently suggested he was overdoing it. He exploded. Overdoing it? I finally have cheekbones. I thought you'd be proud of me. He'd stand in front of the mirror for hours, turning his face at different angles and crying because he still looked soft. He also once accused me of wanting other guys because they had stronger jawlines, even though his face was now gaunt and angular. His skin became paper thin, his eyes sunken beyond recognition. I thought I knew what to expect from extreme dieting: fatigue, mood swings, irritability, normal side effects. But what I saw over time was so much worse. He started blacking out mid-conversation, forgetting what we were talking about. He'd gasp for air after walking upstairs like he'd run a marathon. Our bed sheets turned gray from his cold sweat, soaked through 3 times a night, smelling like acetone. He'd shake uncontrollably even under 3 blankets. I once found him at 3 a.m. doing jaw exercises in the mirror, whispering about how his face was reverting back if he didn't maintain it constantly. Then came the morning that replays in my nightmares. I woke to gurgling sounds, then saw Ryan was on our bedroom floor, shirtless, his skeletal frame convulsing violently. This wasn't like his other episodes. His face was gray, not pale, veins visible through translucent skin, foam pouring from his mouth, blood mixed in, empty bottles of fat burners and thermogenic pills scattered everywhere, so many more than usual. I dropped to my knees beside him, sobbing and begging him to stay with me, my hands on his bony chest trying to hold his twitching body steady. His eyes kept rolling back, but he was somehow still conscious. "I'm okay, baby," he slurred through the foam, trying to smile even as his body was clearly shutting down. "Why are you crying?" He tried to touch his jawline, his trembling fingers tracing the sharp angles. "Look, got the face, masculine now. You can't call me baby face anymore." That frickin' sentence broke me. I called 911, screaming our address while cradling his convulsing body. His heart was pounding so erratically I could feel it fluttering against my hands, too fast, skipping beats. Then suddenly it just stopped. He went completely limp in my arms. By the time the paramedics arrived, he was gone. The autopsy showed that he wasn't just taking fat burners. He was overdosing on DNP and other illegal thermogenics, taking multiple doses a day, mixing stimulants that should never go together, desperate to burn every ounce of fat faster. His heart had been pushed beyond its limits, literally burning itself out. I think about it every single day, and it's literally eating me up inside. I can't look in mirrors anymore, and I'm addicted to substances I probably shouldn't even mention here. I feel like a freaking murderer sometimes. The funny thing is, everyone thinks I did him some good, and that it's so beautiful that the love of my life died in my arms. His mom even thanked me for motivating him to take care of himself. She doesn't know I'm literally the reason he's dead.